Okay, so we are gonna listen to that interview from the Go Off Sis podcast again because you know what happened? They had the Freako Nico, they had the Ola Fest on Friday in LA, then they had the Agua de Kafir party on Saturday, then they had game day on Sunday, and then this interview dropped on Monday, and now it's Wednesday, and I'm just gonna bring it up. But did you see that? You know how the other people who we don't really talk about, the other black people from the cast. You saw the big announcement that the other one did with his 28-year-old girlfriend, right? And they had this huge, gigantic show for their girlfriend to like propose to be a girlfriend. It was so weird. And to me, it's just weird. Like, how do you leave the island exclusive with somebody and now it's 5 months later and you're just now asking that person to be your girlfriend, but you do it in a manner that lends itself to like an engagement style asking? I don't know. I just think it's over the top and performative. And if you're going through all this to ask a person to be your girlfriend, then you're really going to have to you're going to have to jump out of a plane and rent the Eiffel Tower if it's not demolished yet in order to ask that person to be your wife, right? Like, isn't it just interesting that people are so performative over asking somebody you left an island with, you left the island exclusive, so I don't know why you need a camera crew and to spend $10,000 on flower bouquets to ask somebody to be your girlfriend. Also, they can turn and be like, I'm a girlfriend. Well, we already thought you were a girlfriend when you left exclusive, boo. Yeah, you missed. It's lost on me. It's totally lost on me. Okay? Because I'm literally like, I already thought you were that person's girlfriend. Exclusive to me means girlfriend. Exclusive means you're already my girlfriend or my boyfriend, as far as I'm concerned. So you didn't need to have a camera crew follow you on a trip, and you didn't need to have a camera crew go up to the top of a building where you have obviously spent a lot of money on some flowers that somebody gonna have to clean up, bruv. So if you don't know, 3D and the person he picked dropped a 2-minute video, edited 2-minute video that showed him finally asking the person he picked to be his girlfriend. To be his girlfriend. And she's like, oh, I love you so much. Of course I will. And I'm like, but we already thought you were, ma'am. We literally already thought you were that person's girlfriend. So I don't understand what the production was about. Hey, Gigi, Grand Rising. I saw you playing your games last night.
I had to release some stress after watching that foolishness last night. So can I give a little? Because I was trying not to watch it, right?
Me too.
Because I don't want to give the main track. I was trying not to, but there was something that was niggling in the back of my mind, and I
love that word, niggling. I'm gonna write that down.
I can't listen to it secondhand. I have to see it firsthand.
Yes.
Because people contort things. So first of all. So I'm gonna give a little bit of pushback. So I don't. The exclusive versus girlfriend thing really doesn't bother me so much because there were others who were like, no, I want to formally ask for you to be my girlfriend. So I get that, right? My biggest issue with this is that he went on the Keke Palmer podcast and was like, I already told her I loved her, and it's the L bombs that are being dropped before this title, this is that's really giving me an issue.
Right.
And the fact that he also went on this podcast and was like, well, she better be moving to Oklahoma. Wait a minute. What do you mean she better be moving? And you haven't even called her, like, you haven't even asked her to be your girlfriend yet. Like, what is this?
Right. I get it. So to me, I'm old school. And we look, exclusive was, you're going steady, and it's a slash. So exclusive slash steady slash I'm your girl. Like, it's like it's inclusive in the exclusive. So you didn't really need to hire a camera crew, a Sprinter van, and waste all these flowers on the ground, sir, because it was already implied in the mere fact that I'm in the back of all your videos and shoveling your horse manure, sir.
That part.
It's
like,
so
weird.
Weird.
Not seen all of that, I felt like, had we not seen all of that and had it not been all of that, I feel like, okay, fine, you want to do something cute, whatever, do you, be you, right? But you already put it out there that this girl better be moving.
Right.
You already met her family, all of this mess, and then you just now, like, after your friend put out his video,
exactly, and then his friend posted it. His friend posted it on his stuff too. He hasn't posted nothing after Nick was gracious enough to announce that he apologized in private, like cowards do. He has not posted anything complimentary for Nick and Olandra, has not mentioned their name. So the radio silence is still a form of acceptance to me that you know that you're in the wrong, bruv. So now for him to take this time to literally repost his 2-minute tragedy on his shits when he could have posted, like, I don't know, anything to show that you're down with Nicolandria. He's further, it's like another wedge and another wedge and another wedge that is the ever-growing chasm between what could have been the core four.
Right. Well, we know he's not. And we know that anything that happens moving forward is going to be performative.
Right.
And I just hope for Nick and Alandria's sake that they continue to keep private on there and they continue to keep certain things to themselves. Hey, Joy. And that they don't make any announcements. I would want them to keep these things to themselves.
Yeah.
And just continue to present as they've been presenting, because everybody else at this point in the light, in the face of everything else, it's really starting to look very performative, and conversations are being had, by the public, and it's being seen because it's these shows of grandeur and these gestures of grandeur that really aren't landing in the ways that they think that they are.
Exactly. And I feel like that also speaks to maturity level, because maybe the more mature you are, the better you can read a room, because they're not getting it. Well, for one, we don't care. You could have kept that shit. And for 5, it's performative and excessive. And all you want is some attention. Like, all of these moments, like, okay, and all the comments under it were like, I would have much preferred an intimate thing after we Netflix and chilled. He's like, will you be my girl? And then maybe I announce it later that he asked me. But all this performing screams that you feel left out of all of the comeuppance that Nicolandria has experienced.
Yeah, it's getting bizarre. It's giving very bizarre, and I just hope, like I said, Nick and Alandria continue to do their thing. They continue to vibe the way that they vibe, and they just be there for each other, and they don't they continue to keep those private moments between them sacred.
Yes. I really appreciate,
because we're always constantly begging to be fed anyway. Yeah. So I really hope that they just continue to keep those like little moments sacred, because it's really for them. Like, the relationship at the end of the day is going to be the two of them, and we see how everybody else is involving everyone in their relationships. And I feel like this is why their relationship is going to have longevity, because they continue to have their relationship for them.
Yeah, well, that in addition to, I feel like they are so thoughtful about their relationship. And the mere fact that they've selected the word partner instead of just a girlfriend, boyfriend is already an elevated Van Carthen style thinking, right? Because I looked up the definition of partner versus girlfriend, and partner implies longevity.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
The thoughtfulness about how you're going to show up for that other person.
That you feel that way.
Yes. And I was really glad that they
Yeah.
not only kept it to themselves, but now they're just happening to mention that, oh, that's my partner. Oh, that's my partner. But there's no production.
Yeah, and I love that for them. I absolutely love that, you know. And it's okay, Ray. You can be a naysayer, and that's okay, because guess what? Partners are friends too. Guess what? I've been married 20 years, and aside from being my husband, he's also my friend. Like,
Yeah.
we can joke and we can do these things outside of a romantic scope, and that's okay.
And I feel
That's
like
okay. Like y'all, it's okay.
yeah, not everything. And romance
he continues to
fizzles.
treat her well, and if he continues to treat her well with all of y'all's naysayers,
Yeah.
that's cool. Because guess what? Y'all don't have work partners that treat you that way. Y'all don't have personal partners that treat you that way.
They don't have
where your skepticism comes from, and that's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
It's
you know,
perfectly fine.
even if you think that they're just work partners, whatever. Those are what you get to do with your brain cells, right? But the point is that the feeling that they resonate, the feeling that they give off to the people that are believers in them is way beyond just work, you know? So I'm not going to argue with bots for their limitations. I know what I feel when I see them. I feel the electricity. I feel the energy. I feel the love between them, more so than those production videos that I saw. I've seen 2 production videos where they claim this, that, and the other, and say that they love each other, but I feel zilch.
Yeah. And it's really funny that the people who have like the biggest camera crews following these moments to give insight into their relationship and these productions to happen, but yet these 2 people who everyone who has been in a room with them has said that this the chemistry is there, and that the people is, you know, that the feeling is there, like you feel like you're intruding on an intimate moment. People who have been in the room with them, who have no vested interest like in their relationship, have said this, as opposed to, that's the funniest time people say that. I think it's so funny. It really is, because it really goes to show that as a viewer that you really aren't being smart how you consume things.
Right.
Like, it's bizarre.
And we have to look at that like individually. Perhaps there's just something in these people's
Right, Simi?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. These bozos. Confirm. Okay.
Like, I really don't understand it. Like, I feel like, and it sounds really silly, but in my mind, I have this like warped idea that sometimes people should have to take tests to be in relationships, because it's just like, what are you doing? Like, this is what you believe?
Right.
So weird.
Well, you know, speaking on what they believe as far as a relationship is, people are enamored with what we see. See the smash and grab, right? We see the, oh, he bought me this, I gave him that. We don't really see the foundation, the bricks of a friendship, the bricks of, you know, learning each other, the foundation of ups and downs without a struggle. It's like the growing pains of learning each other and deciding you want to have that person incorporated into your life. I too have a husband. We've been married since 2007, but we've been together since 90 motherfucking 6, you guys. Some of you guys weren't even born in 96, okay? And we definitely are friends first. Definitely we were friends first. And I feel like that's part of our longevity, is the fact that we were friends first, and the fact that even in the times where, because you don't always feel like fucking with your man, you don't always feel like fucking with your woman, but because we have a basis, the foundation is friendship. I don't get weird if we didn't have sex that day. He doesn't get weird if we, you know what I mean? And there's this independent dependence that we've come to grow through that lets us be our separate people independently 100%, and then we come together and we're 200%. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not halvesies on ourselves. And I feel like just watching the performative people, I feel like already they're showing up halvesies, because what is homegirl doing except for shoveling horse manure? What were her dreams? What were her goals? When is she going to get back to that? Does she have to just keep being in the horse stables? I don't know. But there isn't also in a relationship, you do take turns. Sometimes somebody's going to be picking up the slack and then you're going to switch and you're going to ebb and flow. You know what I mean? But there is also a lot to be said for the foundation of a real friendship, which I feel like Nick and Ola have spades. They have it in spades. They are flush with this friendship vibe. And I feel like that really does add layers even to their sexiness, to their playful banter, to the way that they can like just play off each other in these little interviews. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it. You know? Simi.
Good morning, everyone.
Grand Rising, beautiful. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Gigi and the Curves? How are you both doing?
Most
Good,
excellent. You know, I was getting ready to replay the Go Off Sis podcast just to reiterate all the stuff Ola said. I didn't play it for my YouTube audience. Hello, YouTube. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring my bell. And because I didn't play it for the YouTubers. And so I was going to replay that, but I did on my way in see that performative piece that was put out by 3D and the person he picked. And it was posted by the person who apologized in private. So I was like, I was just talking about that a little bit. And me and Gigi were talking about.
Ask you both a question because I told you I tried really hard. The only reason I watch it is because I don't like getting information secondhand. A lot of times, like if there's something that's posted out there, I like to watch it, not just hear, oh yeah, this is what happened. So it's the only reason why I went to go watch the video. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you've seen it, did he not call her bro?
Yeah.
Issue with that? Is it just me? I have such an issue with that.
Look, he thought dog was a term of endearment for Olandria. He's young. He's very immature in his mind. My husband has never called me bruv. No, he hasn't called me like dog. He hasn't. Never.
Because if I'm not mistaken, this was your proposal. This was your proposal.
You can't expect.
Hey, Win.
Expect someone.
Win. Let's win. Hell, Grand Rising. What are you saying? I can't expect to wear.
Good word. Y'all, am I tripping though? Please tell me.
No, like I'm trying to figure out how he's 25 with a childlike feeling.
Right. Right. That's definitely have dropped. So I'm not sure.
No, but the thing is that I think again, the issue I think we pointed out from the beginning is that he couldn't deal with a woman. He needs somebody who's going to let him be the child he wanted to be and who is willing to follow that lead. So that's why he was never never willing to step up into being a man. He wants somebody who's going to let him to be a child, continue to be a child. He's not like, the only time I guess he's manly is when he's near a horse. And that's about it. So outside of that, he doesn't know how to show up as a leader in situations that require him to lead proactively. He's very like, he needs somebody who is like, I'm unsure what I really want, so along with what you really want. Like, I'm not, and the thing is, I really, really actually like the girl that he picked.
Yeah.
I looked into her. I liked her before she chose to be with him.
Yes.
I think if she opened her eyes, there was a way better option at Villa for her. I actually think Austin would have been a better option than him.
Yeah. But you know what? We didn't get that. Here, I'm looking for the proposal now. They're asking me to play it. If I can make it come up on my computer, I'll play it for us. But it's just so.
Isn't that been 4 months? 3 months or 4 months they met?
Wait, spin that back.
No, he proposed to be. It's a girlfriend proposal, Len.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I was like,
that's my issue. Like, A, like your proposal was ass. B, your proposal comes 5 months after you went on a podcast, right after you got out of the Villa, saying that, oh yeah, you've already dropped the L bomb, and that you're out here making jokes about, oh, she better be moving to Oklahoma, or else I'm gonna return all her stuff. She practically lives with you. She's with you 24/7, and now,
right.
Like, be for real.
Mind you, this is Alan LaBubu Green's most genuine relationship in their opinion.
Yes.
That's okay. Do we have to ruin Labubu's? I mean, I know they're little demon things, but
Does that not sound accurate?
that is so crazy.
I'm gonna say this. I love my clients, but I can't sit behind how she her man up like he did not.
I'm so disappointed. Utterly disappointed.
And then that's where the people have an issue with her because it's just like I'm not saying leave your man, love your man, but like there should be kind of like he said it, that's how he feels, or something. There needs to be something to disassociate yourself from his views, or believe feel the same way.
I think it was disingenuous for him to say that it was genuine for Clark and Taylor when he knew Alandria wanted them. And like Alandria said, my bad that I found a real supportive man, and he happens to be white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Alan Labubu Green was pushing for black love so much that when it was authentic enough, he literally, without putting a name to it, called her a squirreler. It was weird.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
I think that's exactly what he did. And the funny thing is that, again, you can't come up here saying, I'm my most genuine self. Yes, I worked with producers to lie, and I worked with producers to play in Alandria's face, but I'm really, really genuine, and I'm not moved by anybody. I was just moved by producers to do what they wanted me to do on the show.
And Simi, don't forget, Simi, don't forget that he does all of this spreading love and peace and joy to everybody, because that's his plan.
I'm sorry. The entire interview, because I actually went back after like literally arguing about it. And I think that's part of why like I stepped back from all of these arguments. And I'm arguing with people who don't really care. Because I was just like, if you watch this video, if you watch that interview, this man literally came trying to be a martyr about being an asshole.
Yes.
Like he was like, I was an ass in the villa. I did things I should not have done, but these are the people who are not genuine. And the person who played in this woman's face,
he deleted it. Ace deleted it, you guys. Ace totally had.
We worked together to make this women, and we worked together to make this woman
feel less than.
And we worked together to make this woman feel undesirable, as though nobody wanted her. Even though the two black men that were originals in this villa played in this black woman's face. I really am all about black love. I really want to see black love be successful, and the only real relationship I see is the woman who is him. Like it doesn't make sense. Like when people come and defend Ace, I'm like, I don't know if you have sense, or if you group differently, or if you like understand things differently. But what you're saying and what this man has done time and time again, because he's so obsessed with being the main character, he literally is like void of like how he's actually playing this game. And as he's playing this game, he looks worse every time I see him.
I'm sorry. I don't want to lose it, because I think I want to tie this into what you're saying, because Free 99 online said something that I find a little odd. It says that Shelly is the reason Ace betrayed Nick and Ola. Let's not lay that at Shelly's feet, right?
Well, I would love for her to say why.
Complicit, but she's not the reason that Ace did what he did. Alan Green is Alan Green, and is an individual, is a sentient being who has his own thoughts, and he did that on his own. He didn't do it with any prompting. The same way he played in Ola's face without prompting, he did that on his own. Like, let's not lay that at her feet. I think that's very weird.
Here's the thing, you guys. Here's the video. Let me take this glare off.
I blocked him, so I can't see anything he does.
I saw that on his snap. It was disgusting.
Following him on Snap would be crazy.
I don't follow him on Snap. He just pops up on the spotlight.
His feet still haven't healed. He's still on these scratches.
He had surgery, didn't he?
Oh yeah. So when the horse fell on him, it tore his ACL. You guys. It tore his ACL. Sorry, it's buffering a lot.
Yes, and while I'm glad he's feeling better, this is weird.
No, so I'm gonna say this, right?
This is so
strange. The whole mess about the podcast situation went out. I will say it's kind of distasteful when videos of comments, videos of remarks are restricted.
Coming out the river. Made it hard for me not to fall.
And you know what? Just because she knew he was going to do that, and I want you to read what you're saying, 399, right? Just because she may have known allegedly, because we can't, litigation purposes, allegedly because she knew what he was doing, does not mean that she's doing. I need you to understand what it is that you're out here insinuating. Like, let's be careful when you say things like that, because that would mean that she's out here puppeteering this man. Like, she's being the Geppetto to his Pinocchio. And that's not what's happening. He, as a half full grown man, did what he did.
Well, I feel like also real quick, Gigi, I do want to acknowledge that I too felt like she at least knew. She didn't say nothing.
Absolutely.
But one thing I think is the 399 means is that if Shelly would have been upset or would have had a negative reaction or was like, you cannot do that on this platform. Again, it's in a relationship. Like, there are things that your man wants to do and you're like, nah, baby, you're not about to do that. Absolutely not. But I think 399 is saying that she either co-signed, encouraged, validated, and put to go out there.
To that I agree, right? If her silence, I feel like, is complacency and is complicit in is kind of co-signing what he's done.
Yeah.
But to say that she's the one who made him betray Ola and Nick, I think is disingenuous.
Yeah, right. I think Ace is the Boo is incapable of any loyalty to anybody else besides the Boo.
Okay, so you guys know real quick. I told you guys that. Real quick, sorry to cut you off when you can go right after. But I told you guys when I first saw it this morning while I was making the thing, it came up on Ace's stories on his Instagram. The only thing that was up there, now it's deleted, you guys. And he has a Delta partnership up there. So he went and deleted this video from his thing, which it had, the 24 hours wasn't expired yet, but it's deleted now. So very interesting, I thought. Interesting.
I think the thing is that, I don't know if Luba needs to get management or some kind of PR, because the way he's moving, he needs somebody to hold him together.
Silence is definitely
his mom
acquiescence.
accompanied him to all his subsequent interviews to make him behave, because
he needs some kind of wrangling in. He's acting like he's a child. I think he thought he was a celeb when he had 1 million followers. Again, I tell you.
Yeah.
I know people who have 1 million followers who are not, who they don't treat like celebrities or whatnot. So him just moving, I think he thinks he can continue to move the way he was before he had actual publicity. I don't know fame, but he is famous.
Yeah.
So,
When? What were you saying? When?
Guys, to be very clear, I don't know if you're listening to what I'm saying. I have always said that her silence is complicit, is her being complicit.
Yes.
That is an established fact for me. For me, that is fact. Her silence makes her complicit. It means she's agreeing. I'm just saying,
but she didn't start it.
That she's the one who manipulated Ace into doing so is disingenuous. We can't say that.
Ace's ego is totally in charge of that. Ace's ego is totally in charge of what Ace did.
Right. Because the initial statement was Shelly forced him to do that, to betray Nick and Ola. And I was like, no, that's not how that happened.
Yeah, no, I don't think forced is.
I think they're independent thinkers. She definitely was during pillow talk.
They're loyal to each other.
So do you think Taylor was just trying to outdo Ace in this? Or...
I think they're both cringy. I don't think they're doing it wild.
Outdo, if you call this outdoing, then me going to SeaWorld or Gardens is outdoing this.
Right.
Well, no, but honest, so Labubu had to...
I think the Ace situation motivated him to do this. I think Street Dress has proven that he has no self-thinking ability, and he follows in the line of people who he looks up to. So I think because Ace did it, he did it. But I don't think it's an outdo situation, because at the end of the day, I really hated looking at both of their videos. I don't understand the concept of girlfriend
just for
proposal.
clarification, if they like their love, I don't mind it. Like, go be happy, go do you. I just feel like the camera crew and all of this, it's
giving watered down baddies.
Yeah. It's not a proposal, Dark. This is literally, he's saying, will you be my he says, I asked you to be exclusive when we left the thing. Will you be my girlfriend? And I'm just like, dude, it was already implied.
You know what's funny? At the reunion, when they asked what their girlfriend and boyfriend, he said, yes, I already asked her that. So he didn't, this whole girlfriend proposal thing, he didn't, it wasn't something he felt he needed to do because the boo-boo did it. And the boo-boo and his lady did it. He was like, oh, now I got to do something. So you're no longer relevant. Nobody can for you rest.
I don't know. I feel like this is an Ace plan. I feel like Ace called him, been like, you know, when you going to do this? Because what the fuck is going on with these girlfriends?
Carolyn, I love it.
It's like,
I think I'm too old. I feel like I'm too old because I'm like, what is a girlfriend proposal?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
I don't want none of this to look like this until somebody's asking me to be their wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, there's a saying. So the guy who gives flowers all the time really has to come with like jewelry if he fucks up, because he already gives flowers all the time. You know what I mean? So if you're doing this for a girlfriend proposal, you're gonna have to like melt the Eiffel Tower for engagement. You know what I mean?
That's
it's
what
like
But curves.
Right.
This is what you get when you base your relationship off of monetary value.
right, and it's ironic though that they. Wait. When isn't it ironic that this feels like it's for monetary gain, but they say Nick and Olandria is for monetary gain, and it's just interesting that you put on this huge production trying to get your
actually getting the money.
right.
Realistically, it's been a monetary setup from the jump, because at the end of the day, guess what? We have screenshots and clips of Shelly and La Boo Boo meeting way back as early as 2023, 24.
And now they finally admitted it. She said on that live, they just did a live the other night while the Aqua Dick Affair party was going on. Shelly and Labubu did a live on his channel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, they did.
They were singing on live too.
Yeah, they were singing and doing, it was so cringy. And I felt like it was a direct response to all the shine that they were getting, because I haven't seen them live together like that. So on that live, she's sitting there and she's just like looking at him all enamored, but then they would bicker, and then he would be like, don't touch my stuff. And then he'd be like, don't make me go off. You better stop. And I was just like, it was a lot, you guys. It was a freaking lot.
Ain't no way.
It really was messy, but I want to say this.
People did say, you know, it gave like very much that, you know, he was mad at her. So she said, you know what, let's just do this live.
You lying, for real?
Yeah,
they got on it live and started like that.
Yeah, they were bickering, you guys.
I didn't really see it, but the little clips that I saw, I was like, ooh.
You want to know, this all falls into place when my favorite couple is doing well outside the villa. They're unbothered. I love this for them, because while they're unbothered, everyone else is picking up pieces.
I don't want Olandria to have a girlfriend proposal.
I don't think she want that either.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think she want that either,
Look,
y'all.
you guys.
I think it's gonna happen.
And Nick is too cheap. Nick is not going to waste any extra money.
Right. Listen to what he said. He said, bruh. And then he was like, I don't want you to waste my time. I'm like, who said things like this? You're asking someone to be their girlfriend, and the first thing you said, bruh, remember when we were in the villa?
That's weird. Like, I don't think Nick ever calls Olandria bruv.
I don't think so either.
You know,
Angelica, it's cute for a marriage proposal.
Oh, is Angelica here? Lord have mercy.
Exactly. It's cute for
right.
If I walk up to Gigi and we're gonna sit up here and talk about like ideas, this is something that would not be on the chalkboard for any of our relationship issues, whether it be her with her significant other, mine or mine with mine. We're not doing no prom pose on Ace because that's like what high school.
And then look, Ace even called her and was like,
Proposal.
do you think he used Ace's coupon code to get those big flowers on discount?
This given, I'm taking you to homecoming. Please go to homecoming with me.
Yeah.
I don't care. Ace set this shit up. They had to call me like, hey, bro, what's up? Ace, I need help. Da-da-da. So what you and Shelly did, that's what I want to do too. I know that this is so performative.
You know what? And I will give Alan that. They went to the island. There was a whole little gazebo. Alan did that thing. I'm not gonna hold you. That was a proposal. I'm not gonna hold you. He did his thing with that.
He ate that.
As performative as I believe that it was, he did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't deny it.
This gives it. If we were to compare the two, and it's gonna give me the ick to compare them, but if we are to compare the two, I will suffer the ick for it. Alan is giving HBO. This is giving Tubi.
Oh no!
I ain't even gonna lie. It was giving clear. Like the cameras that Alan and them had was clear.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know, this
so
is
great.
like
You
on
can
my
see this
thing. Sorry.
2B TV or like.
Well, I will say that the actual footage of this is super high HD.
No, I'm gonna be so for real. The way this is giving a Quan Mills bestseller book right now.
Yeah, it was like the words he was saying.
Tyler Perry.
Oh my gosh,
Somebody
the words
said
he was
Tyler
saying, I
Perry.
understand.
Lord have mercy.
Somebody said Tyler Perry. Oh my gosh. Don't put
No,
Tyler
this
Perry
is
in
a
this.
freaking
Tyler
girlfriend. I can't even believe.
No,
And she,
It's not a wedding.
it's so
It's a
weird.
proposal.
It's so weird.
Reunion had that wedding.
The way she walked in too, so I'm like, oh my god, he about to propose. And then I saw the rest of the video. I said, what in the hell is going on? I thought he was about to get on one knee and propose to this girl.
Well, he can't bend his knee because he tore his ACL,
You know what?
favor.
I will say this.
Yeah, I can turn it up if after Win goes. Go
I
ahead,
find
Win.
it really strange. I find it really strange how this is all happening. Like, shoot, when was the reunion? Like a few months back.
The reunion was August 25th. August.
And be declaring big grand gestures, but y'all were getting on my clients for that. Please
Right.
make this make sense.
But this is 5 months after he had done the Keke Palmer podcast. Let's not forget that one, and said that she better be moving to Oklahoma because he's already dropped the L bomb.
Mind
And
you,
now 5 months later, you want me to be your girlfriend after you told me you love me, after you went on
But I
podcast.
swear they said they were
my
girlfriend
stuff.
and boyfriend. I swear they were girlfriend boyfriend.
but even on the reunion, they were
He
already
said that.
together.
Yes. Nick was like, "This is your best girlfriend." Like they were playing
Mind you,
fucking
he was
house.
still calling
They
my
weren't
client
even.
his dog.
And people are making excuses. They were like, they were exclusive. But how many fucking stages do you have to get to being a girlfriend? Because I don't know, y'all.
Thank you,
And
Tara
I'm
Lynn.
Gen Z. So
New age
I
dating is crazy to me.
shit.
Thank you, Tara Lynn. That's where we started, girl.
New age dating shit is crazy to me.
Tara Lynn, that's exactly where we started. We were like, what is fireworks and rose petals? This is 1,000 roses wasted. It's wasted to me. Like, this is too much.
I don't
Just hope he recycles those roses and makes some rose water for his hair.
like it is cute for like a come go to prom with me, but it's like for a girlfriend proposal.
Especially the girlfriend of somebody you just left the show with all the cameras you need.
Hold on, guys. Did y'all see too? He said, "I will always pay Clark." Like at this point, it just gave. You're obsessed with Alandria.
Look, it says, "I pick you always." You see that? Can you see that right there?
I will always pay Clark. I will always pay Clark. Like,
See, it does say it's official. I pick you always.
He
It
said
says
that in his speech.
no, right here.
yeah, no. The one on the one, not this one. The one on TikTok. It said, "I will always pay Clark."
Well, but it says it right here too.
wow.
Look, this is his Instagram, and it says it's official. I pick you always.
It's official.
Mm-hmm. And then
always to infinity.
yeah.
Like storm readings.
Look, and then Ace put, look at grandma babies. Look at grandma babies. That's what Ace says.
You know,
Look at grandma
Ace
babies.
go back to what kindergarten? Cause you still got milk on your bread.
I don't understand why they're listening to the person that's
Or else
never
I'm
had a
like
girlfriend
breastfeeding
before.
placenta. I can't.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, Shelly, you my client, but you on a bad burger.
Shelly been off my client since August, y'all. Shelly has been off.
Shelly gonna have to be on the back burner because I'm trying to make sure she can see through the waves, but I know she gonna come around soon.
Mad. It's not that I don't dislike Shelly. As a Haitian, I absolutely love her as an individual. I just want her to stand up because I feel like she has let too many people, and I've said this from the beginning, she has let too many people in too many instances control the narrative, and she's not standing up and controlling the narrative. And I feel like that's going to affect her longevity in the business.
Real quick,
Well, to
Gigi.
be honest,
Real
I feel
quick,
like
let me
she
just
just doesn't
say,
care.
did you guys hear
I don't
that
know.
Shelly
But
got
at the
into it?
end, that's what I feel like. If you don't care, then it becomes a liability. It becomes a risk to brands when they look at it, like the bigger brands, and when you want to branch out to mainstream, and when you're at the veritable beginning of your career, right? Because essentially, mainstream wise, she's at the beginning of her career.
Right.
I feel like if she doesn't take control of this, she's gonna wind up like a Tyler situation. Like, yeah, you're all cool in this space.
Right.
But for the bigger space, we're not going to really fool with you because when you had the chance to take control of that, you didn't.
That's why they're not doing couple things. Like, you know, like you see Nicolandria, and even Iris and TJ are doing couple things. I think she want to do her things by herself because she know he's bad for business when they do something together. That's why, like, you know, she do her own thing and then he do his own thing. That's why I feel like, you know, she's just very much doing her own thing right now. She's setting herself up, then doing things with him.
But unfortunately, she's still tied to him. And the fact that she won't speak out is really what people...
Let me say this real quick.
You're still tied to him, regardless of how many independent projects she does, because she still actively supports him without making a stance against the things that he does that impact others negatively. That's also going to be...
Can I just real quick, ladies, I want to acknowledge that Shelly does know how to speak back when she wants. She just wore a sarong dress on Sunday to something, and the creator of the dress was like, oh, you didn't tag us. And she did a whole long thing about da-da-da-da, and she was all talking back and addressing the person, and to the point where the dressmaker deleted their thing and put their account private for all the hate they were getting from Shalace fans. And that just happened like overnight, you guys. So she does speak up and speak back when she feels like it. So we know she has the capacity to. She also did it to the huda at the reunion, right? She was like, oh, well, da-da-da. So she can speak up for things when she wants to.
Right.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like she just doesn't care, and it's already too late, y'all. It's been like, what, 2 months? Has it been 2 months?
Hey, Shells. Yeah, no, that happened. August 26th was the reunion, was the show with Speedy. August 25th was the reunion, and now here we are. It's practically October 25th, 2 months to the day, and yeah. So here, but somebody in the chat wants to hear what he actually says. If you guys can, I'm gonna let it play, and let's see if we can hear him call her.
From the moment we like sitting in the villa, bro, and then we made it Susu coming out the villa. You know, you made it hard for me not to fall for you, so I ain't here to waste your time. I ain't here to waste my time. So what? You be my girlfriend?
Okay, that was it.
Video.
That's not how you ask. I don't know. It's like if you're gonna ask somebody that you really, you know, wanting to see that person in your life and wanting to love, that's not how you ask somebody to be their girlfriend.
You want to be my girlfriend, bruh?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
And then she ends it. Look, and then she did exactly the same thing after Shelly got asked. She's like, I'm a girlfriend. She just said, I'm a girlfriend. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
You know what? We got elevator music for a proposal. And honestly,
Angelica, shut that shit up.
I'm not even paying attention to Angelica because Angelica said Shelly been through enough. Let's get her rest.
Because here's another thing, though. This also speaks to the idea of performing girlfriend / wifely duties
Right.
for a man that doesn't put you in that space.
Right. Like she was shoveling manure a lot before she's been a girlfriend.
I just want to know. So the whole time she was getting her head pushed on freaking live, she was getting fart on. You know, he was threatening to take the stuff back. She wasn't even his girlfriend.
No.
She was going to the hospital with him. She was doing all these wifey duty things at girlfriend level, and she wasn't even the girlfriend.
No, she was auditioning.
About that.
He waited 2 years into our marriage before he attempted his first Dutch oven. I wish you would.
Yeah.
Did he buy a horse for her?
No.
I think that's his horse.
Look at these motherfuckers lying, bro. No, so they said that he bought her a horse. That's why she was taking care of the horses and stuff like that. And I was like, what?
I heard she rode a
Hey,
horse.
Tata.
What the heck?
His family
I
owned
heard he
the
got
horse.
her horse. That's what he said.
No, if they broke up, is she taking the horse with her? No, the horse is staying. So it's not really her horse, though. So he did buy her a horse. No, he
I'm
didn't
gonna say
buy her.
You know how much horses cost? He would have been asking for the horseback, not the Louis.
He never felt the need. He never felt the need to ask her to be his girlfriend because he thought when he asked her to be exclusive, he thought she was his girlfriend. It's because the boo-boo did a girlfriend proposal that now he feels the need to do a girlfriend proposal. He thought when he was asked at the what did he say? When he was asked at the reunion, are they boyfriend and girlfriend? He said, yeah, we were boyfriend and girlfriend when we left the villa. Like he thought exclusivity was boyfriend and girlfriend. This whole situation is happening because he's seen what his role model the boo-boo did, and now he must follow suit.
You know,
Absolutely correct.
love can only take you so far if it's built on what? Materialistic items and materialistic values. Hearing that this man was saying, she better move to Oklahoma. Like, please, let's have standards.
I just want
You know what's wrong?
Anybody living on the East Coast, what would force you? Anybody living on the East Coast, is there anything such as man that will force you to move to the Midwest? Just wondering. That's not money. It's just man that will force you to move to the Midwest.
Yes,
Huh?
I've seen people actually move to the Midwest.
Yes,
I live here in the
exclusivity
worst
is a boyfriend or
East
girlfriend.
Coast state, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Which one, North Carolina or South Carolina?
Look, she's crying.
To Satan.
Florida is a cesspool. I can say that because I live here, right? Florida's an absolute cesspool. And even with our cesspool, I wouldn't move to the Midwest. You know why? Because there are too many goddamn sundown towns there. I'm not doing it.
everything. Him and his family have everything down there.
Right.
So, like, if Clark ever wanted to move, he would. I don't think he would ever move because he got everything in Oklahoma. Yeah,
Mind you, I don't know how long she could keep this up
That's
for.
a vet school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you have? What does she have for herself? Like, she don't have nothing. Because even, but she need to have something. Like, you don't want to rely on him and his family. Even when she say no, Taylor sent people to come to the house to get my hair done and my nails done. You know, I'm not used to stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, like, let's just say, you know, you guys are married and stuff.
To be fair, Taylor has been known to be a colorist. We get this.
Yeah.
And he's just using Clark as a means to get back at someone he could not achieve nor gain for a misogynistic
I hope she's
standpoint.
stacking coins too. I
Which
hope
is why
she's
he's
stacking,
building
getting all the money.
him and Clark's relationship off of materialistic values.
Yeah.
It's not intrinsic, it's extrinsic. And he's hoping that he can web.
When he hit Coco. I'm sorry.
He picked Coco. Coco was his first choice. I don't think colorist. I just think he don't like women. He's male centered.
No, he's definitely colorist.
No, I don't think that. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. like I'm from Mississippi, and there's a lot of guys like Taylor, and I just feel like if you don't like dark skinned women, just say that. And he just gives me the type that just don't like dark skinned women.
Right.
That's how it is.
Definitely colorist, but he's definitely colorist. Like, I don't know what people talk about, because
Appreciate
let's
that.
be so for real. When you compare, I hate comparing the two. I really do. But
Thank
Coco
you, Tata.
and Alandria standing side by side. Alandria is of a darker skin complexion. We can't be.
Thank you.
We can't be ignorant, please.
Oh God! Oh God!
I feel like Coco wasn't actually. Wait, I have a theory. I feel like Coco wasn't actually his pick. I feel like Coco was a smokescreen so that if he were to pick somebody lighter, that they wouldn't call him colorist. That's why he went for Coco. Because at the end of the day, Coco is still a dark skinned black
No, I don't think that was it. I think
because when we look at the history,
but Gigi, I think he picked Coco because he didn't think there was a chance.
What's your name, Evita? What are you talking about? We're not just talking about Alandria. We're talking about if there was another dark skin, he would not pick the other dark skin.
I'm so serious.
No. What I'm saying is this: he was, mind you, when he picked Coco, he still was like, I'm gonna go back to Alandria. He didn't care. Like, it wasn't like he was looking for he wasn't when he picked Coco. It was like, oh, I'm gonna choose Coco over Alandria. He was like, okay, Coco's the house, and when I go back, I pick Alandria. Once he found something he wanted more than Alandria, she was light skinned. But when he picked Coco, she was a part of the game. She's a girl. She's here, cool. She fits the same aesthetic I already said I was into. If I pick her, it fits the story, cool. Then when it was, because he knew that when he went back, he'd go back to Alandria. Once it was a situation, once he got with Clark, it was, oh, I'm leaving Alandria for her. Coco was never a competition for him. You get what I'm saying? Coco was, I already like.
Right, and this is why I believe he's colorist, right? When it came to Alandria, he had to force himself to feel some sort of attraction to her.
Mm-hmm.
He already said out of jump, he was trying tooth and nail to find her attractive, but he couldn't. He couldn't get that sexual appeal. He told that to Alan, and I was hoping he'd say that to Nick so Nick can slide in, because Nick was already stealing her left and right. But it became more apparent when Jalen came into the villa as a and Jalen was paying more attention to her. He wanted to act like he wanted to put on the cape just for a few minutes to show her he still had feelings for her, which was only momentarily until someone new of a lighter skin complexion came in.
Right. He didn't want to go home. She was his ticket to stay there. And once he had another option, he was going to go for her. Coco was never his choice.
Yeah, I didn't feel like him and Coco had anything.
Yeah, he did say Coco reminded him of a little. That's what he said. So,
and that's why I thought it was weird that he picked her, because he also told us that he wasn't attracted to Alandria. So why did he pick Coco?
We can't hear you, Curves.
Oh, I was saying that he told us that he didn't. He told us that he didn't find Alandria attractive, right? So when he did say he picked Coco at that one point, I was very confused at why he would pick her and then say, "Oh, she looked like Alandria." I was confused. So then that made me think that he wasn't a colorist. But then the way he landed made me feel like he is a colorist, and he can still be friends with Shelley. And still be a colorist too, because he's not romantic with Shelley.
I mean, yeah, but also I feel like when we think about it, and some people mentioned it in the comments, where he chose Coco in favor of Labubu, because Labubu was feeling Coco, and they were passing their people off left and right, which was weird.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Thanks, Don't I'm shy. Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's talk about that. We were mad that Jeremiah bagged Huda before either of them could.
And Traycon, I do see your comments, but I think that those two things can exist at the same time. It is immaturity, but it also has to do with colorism and futurism. I think those two things can exist at the same time.
I do too, because like his treatment towards Alandria, who did nothing to him, was far harsher than other treatment. And I feel like that lent itself to the colorism aspect, because how he treated her was poorly. But he is very immature, period. And can you guys imagine what these two are doing to the dating pool? They're going to have Negroes all across America believing that you have to go through all this to get a girlfriend.
Mind you, Love Island literally just set the stage for perpetuating harm towards dark-skinned Black women.
Oh, thank you,
As they've
Win.
been doing for years.
Win, that was my whole thing. They are with the harmful production of stereotypes for Blackness, period, and especially against Black women.
Right, let's not forget Serena season 6, Janae season 6, especially when people started saying after Janae and Kenny, they were trying to equate Janae and Kenny's situation to Nick and Alandria. It was really weird.
I didn't see any other seasons. They're saying that the racism in the UK is super bad too.
It is.
And trust me, because they had a girl with a similar situation to Janae and Kenny, and people were questioning her over who's racist.
Oh, wow.
What's hilarious about the comparison? No, like people in America, when we hear that, we're not surprised. They're the goddamn blueprint. Like, where do you think the rest of the world got it from?
Right.
They're literally the blueprint. That it does not surprise us. But the fact that y'all accept that and create that as an excuse is what the truly disturbing part to me is.
Mm-hmm.
Like that y'all would accept that and say like, oh well, Tamar's there. Okay, then why don't you say something?
I feel like also what really set me up to believe like this was all one big jab at Alandria was the fact that, and here I'm gonna walk y'all with me, right? Like Alandria had a call from Love Island for 3 seasons now, right? The first time she gets on the show, it's met with a man who strung her along, people in US calling her delusional by not seeing that she's been out of a relationship for almost 6 years now, right? As frequent as it is. She's a parent to her sibling, and she thought she was her parents' best mistake. So with that in mind, people faulting her for the Stand on Business challenge, being loose-lipped, everyone came to her. It was like, yo, I'm trying to have a conversation, a heart-to-heart. And she was the therapist and the mother for them. All of a sudden now it's waterworks when she's leaving, waterworks when she's trying to reserve herself. And people getting mad because she's taking time to prioritize herself instead of other people. That was a theme. That was a theme all season. That was a theme all up past the reunion, when they left the villa, when they did podcasts, when they did interviews. Like, it was really apparent, and Keke Palmer did it too with her Keke Palmer podcast when she was trying to censor Taylor instead of censoring her connection with her and Nick.
That's true.
You gotta remember, Keke Palmer have allegiance to losers too. So you know. So
It makes me so sad that she's a Virgo.
She have allegiance to losers. So you know that's what she, that's her feel. So when she see men like Taylor, she's like, I recognize that because those type of men that I like with her baby daddy, all the things that he did to her, and she would still post him before he went in the army. And so you know what? That's what she's used to. So when she see a good man like Nick, she's like, oh, okay, this is not my field. So I feel like, that's where I did feel I was very irritated when she was not letting the girls to talk about their experience. She was just interrupting the whole time. Like, this is not how you interview somebody. Like, let them speak and then you can say something after. But she would just jump in and I'm like, oh my gosh, listen. And she don't listen, so.
Come on, Miss A, not too much on us Virgos. Wait a minute now. We're not all please. Calm down. Calm down. Don't do my sign like that. Okay?
Honestly, I can't give Virgo some grace because
Also a Virgo.
Beyonce now.
Beyonce Virgo, but the same way everyone can be like, well, I hate Leos because of Ace, and I'm a Leo. I'm just like, okay, well, y'all have Huda. Enjoy. Y'all have Huda. Y'all have Huda.
Leave me alone. What is
No.
Leave Virgos alone.
No. Y'all can have Huda in y'all
Yes, we
corner.
also have Zendaya. That's
You know
right.
who I have? Barack Obama.
Ooh, Sweet Daddy Dairy. Let me stop. Shoot. Michelle fight me. Hold on. That was a slip, guys. Sorry.
I got Barack Obama.
Ooh, Barry.
Unknown caller.
Say it until it rocks. I felt like all them Huda defenders were people who were emotionally stunted, had no sense of emotional regulation or emotional control. They have zero impulse control.
Yeah, but their mentality and their intellect was also just like barely post-fetal.
But Gigi, you also have to understand that they also don't understand what it is to be healing and in a healing environment. Talking about, well, she's been done dirty. Okay, well, guess what? Can she not heal? Can she not get out of what's causing her harm to then go into a place of healing? No. Okay then. Hurricane Hannah. I said what I said.
The situation as a whole is it's sad to see, and honestly, I'm over it. Like, why are we still talking about this guy? The more I see this video, the more annoyed I get.
Which one?
This one that she's playing.
Oh, you're talking about Two Strands?
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. Oh, guys, question. Speaking of its videos, did y'all see the video from Aqua de Quipier?
Yes.
For their questions, the questions they had on the couch with the Princess Treatment.
That was Greek Express.
Sorry about that.
Would it pay? Because realistically, I don't eat out as much, let alone have a birthday party as extravagant as that. So
First of all, if you're having a birthday dinner, funny thing is, also being Nigerian, if somebody invites me, like if my Nigerian friend invite me for a birthday party, and I know, like I kind of
Sorry about that, you guys.
Like what's gonna happen? Like normally, like if I threw a birthday at Top Golf for my 25th birthday, I paid for it because I invited my friends out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was my event. It's as though I threw a birthday party, so I paid for it. The birthday events thing, I actually started going to birthday dinners because I just don't like stress. I don't like the stress of it all. I don't worry about it. It's nothing. Like my last birthday before this one, my last birthday where I was in Cancun, my mom and my sister paid for the entire bill. But like it's just how people do. But it wasn't like if anybody had to pay. People know how to move. I don't know. Like I don't do the back and forth. First of all, if I ever have to argue with you about a bill, you're never gonna see me at the dinner table with you ever.
at all, and that's on being Caribbean. Because my thing is, as a Jamaican, I will not argue with nobody. I'm just gonna I'm about to do my business and get the fuck out.
You would never invite. If you invite me out again, you would never see me. I tell you straight up, I'm like, I don't do that. If you want to go one-on-one with me, yeah, let's go out to dinner one-on-one where we do whatever we do. But if it's you and your friends, and it's like now it's a situation like if me and Gigi go for dinner and I have to go, everybody is there, and now we're doing. Oh, I only had water and chips. Oh, I only had, bruh. I promise you, I'll be like, Gigi, it was great seeing you, boo.
Yeah.
Next time, if it's one-on-one, I'll come through. If it's not, God bless you.
What's funny? I have a very small core group of friends I could probably count on one hand with fingers to spare. In which, when we go out, like we all put our cards down because when we order, it's very different. Because when we order for the table. Now we know outside of this group, when we go out together, everybody get their own checks.
Exactly.
That happened to me before. A friend invited me to her birthday party or birthday dinner, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like, because I've been knowing her since, we were in high school. I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be like, the high school friends. No, she invited 20 other people. They're ordering steak, lobster, and everything on the menu. I came with $150. Time to pay the bill. Talking about, oh, let's just split it evenly. I said, hell no. My separate check, please.
I said, you have to know the people that you're with. And like I said, I have a group of friends I can count on one hand with fingers to spare, in which when we go, we will all put our cards down and be like, look, just split it evenly. Because when we go with the intention of, we already know everybody's eating off everybody's plate. So it's not a big deal.
That's what I was thinking.
But,
this going to be friends.
If it's outside of us, that's on my one hand plus spare fingers, then we already know what the deal is. We've been in groups in which we have gone up and gone to the bar and paid our bill. And then come back and sit at the table. Like,
yeah,
I'm not playing that game.
We're gonna
funny thing is,
I'm gonna let the
I would not forget the experience I had. I was in Cancun with my sister. We ran into these beautiful three ladies, and one of them was Vibe. They were, associated with Vibe, so it was cool. They joined our reservation for dinner. My sister and I ran up a
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, the episode we've been talking about is youth, we've been hearing from alumni, and we want to hear how Tuskegee shaped you as a person like that. So, as y'all know, I went to HBCU, University that is. I would have to say,
because now you're causing drama for my table. We're in a foreign land and you're asking questions
it's
about a
just so filled
$10
with
bill.
such rich history. Being the first in my family to go off to college and things like that, I feel like Tuskegee was more so like home for me, like a home away from home. A lot of my peers, like the upperclassmen, truly took to me as far as like showing me the way, because I didn't really have like people to rely on in my family to show me like how to get through college and things like that. So I really feel like my professors, upperclassmen, truly took me under their wing and showed me how to navigate the college space and showed me how to navigate what life looked like after college. Because no one in my family could do that. I literally was navigating that whole reality on my own, which is the hard thing I've done thus far. Tuskegee definitely set me up as far as like teaching me the value in internships and things like that. Literally, y'all, I would literally go home every single summer. Didn't know what an internship was, didn't know what a co-op was, and would go home and work plant jobs because that's what my parents do, that's what my family do. And I didn't really know like what the value was, what the value in like in companies, and taking up some experiences with them to try to like get you more equipped for what the outside world would look like post graduation. So I did actually like a co-op with Clorox for 6 months, took a semester off and did that.
and immediately became so competitive in the job market. I had like 5 offers before I graduated. So I feel like Tuskegee definitely, it blew my mind because I would literally go home and be like, you know what, I'm working a plant job. And I would always work plant jobs to show myself, if you don't take this education seriously, if you don't take college seriously, this is going to jobs because that's what my mom had to do to raise 3 beautiful women. So like she would have to work jobs that she didn't really like, but she had to provide. So I'll purposely put myself in those positions every single summer to keep reminding myself, this is why you need to get that degree, or this is going to be a reality. I have to keep reminding myself year after year after year, like, this is going to be you. You get to college and like make connections, network, and put your best foot forward and get that degree. So
yeah, good for you for taking it serious.
No, for sure. I had no choice. I knew what not getting my education would look like. I saw that firsthand. Yeah. But yeah, kind of just had to just put myself through all that to get to where I am right now.
Your degree was in supply chain management?
Correct. I originally went to Tuskegee for computer science information systems, but I switched over to supply chain my junior year.
Okay, and I have to do this little dad joke. Before you were elevating people in an elevator, I feel like that's such an, I had to. How do you feel like something that specific, like the elevator business, how did all of those experiences help you pivot to that lane?
No, for sure. So it's funny. I did not ever see myself working in the elevator industry. I didn't even know the industry existed. I had to company at one of our projects. I was walking by there and I was like, oh, this is looking for engineers, mechanics. Not knowing like, okay, what about the still selling these products to these companies? You look and go and come over here. I was like, oh, okay, let me just go see what y'all have to offer. So I'm talking to him. He was like, you're very personable. Like you can really relate to a lot of people. I really feel like you'll be really great for a sales role. Mind you, I've never taken a sales class at Tuskegee, which is so crazy to me because I did extremely well once I got into like the elevator industry, the market and all those things. But I feel like Tuskegee showed me how to adapt to those type of environments because obviously coming from an HBCU, being classroom to be the only Black person in an office.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like I fell into like a mini depression when I walked in my first day and I looked around. The elevator industry is a white male dominated industry.
Sure, yeah.
So I walked in, I'm like, all right, I'm the only one that looked like me. And then I look around, it's like, there's no women either. Like we had our GM, she was a woman, but it's like, there's no women. And there's no like people that look like me. So I'm like, oh my goodness. But it's like in that moment in time, I have to remind myself. Tuskegee literally prepares you for moments like this. Literally, like you knew this is going to be a reality post being an HBCU grad. So I'm like, you know what? Let me lock in and just building me into how to network and I guess navigate through these spaces and to remind myself never to shrink yourself in the presence of others to make them feel more empowered. You get what I'm saying? Let me show you why I'm, you know what I mean? I want to prove myself on why I should be here. So obviously coming in, you were super nice, extremely nice, extremely accepting of me, which I truly love. I was blessed with an amazing office and got acclimated with my coworkers very quickly. But I showed them when I was blowing through a lot of my goals so quickly. It was an amazing experience. I'm like, thank goodness Tuskegee set me up to the way I could in these spaces and not get too discouraged about not being, I guess, I don't know. When I was in those spaces, Tuskegee reminded me, like, although you're the only person that looked like you, still show them what you're about. You came from Tuskegee. I was knocking that out of the park. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. I'm a Howard graduate, so I totally relate to, like, leaving Howard. Okay, HU, you know. And I relate to that I call it post-HBCU depression when you leave there and you're like, oh, the world just don't look like this. And I guess in the spirit of homecoming, because that time of the year.
Love my favorite time of the year.
What were your Tuskegee homecoming experiences like?
It was amazing. I've never experienced anything like it, especially my freshman year, just seeing people, like my people gather to just celebrate Tuskegee traditions or just celebrate Black people as a whole. Like it blew my mind. Every year I was like, I cannot wait to homecoming, you know what I'm saying, homecoming season. Just getting to meet and network with like alumni that graduated years ago that's extremely successful. I'm like, what are you doing now? How did you get there? Just trying to like get all the knowledge I can as a student from those very successful alum. Just seeing everybody come together, seeing old upperclassmen that came back to celebrating with the classmates that I already had there already. It was such a beautiful experience seeing such educated, beautiful Black people come together just to celebrate for a whole weekend. So something I truly take pride in. I'm looking forward to homecoming this year as well. My favorite part of the year, for sure.
You're going this year, though? Like, can you tease the fit? Can you tease anything about?
Can't really tease the fit, but yes, I do. I do plan to go this year.
I didn't go to HBCU, but like I was telling them, I went to semi-PWI, because there was a lot of Black folks in there. So I didn't know if it was a PWI, HBC one day. I don't know. Yeah. Depending on the day it was. But I went to homecoming, like Howard homecoming. So like that was like one of my favorite things in my college experience was going to HBCU homecoming just to like experience that. So the fact that you guys got to experience that like every day, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
Every day.
Speaking of like homecoming, were there any other favorite traditions from Tuskegee that like stuck with you?
Let me see. We would have SGA, it was just like a mini homecoming. Even convocations in the chapel. That was a tradition, a Tuskegee tradition. Even the band at the games, that's a tradition. We love the band. We always show them so much love. What else do we do?
Did you participate in anything? Were you on any teams, any groups?
Yeah, so I was a part of Next Step Up, which is basically like a mentoring program. We'll go to the nearest high school and just try to mentor the kids there, teaching them how to study for the ACT, the SAT, showing them the ropes to like applying for colleges, applying for scholarships. And I really took to that role because being a first generation high school graduate and a college graduate, I saw myself in those kids. So showing them the ropes to how to go navigate what life would look like because they don't really have that type of support from at home. I'm like, dang, like this, like I'm really looking at myself and to know that I can be here now that I have the knowledge that I didn't have years ago, now that I can apply that to you and help you navigate this new space. I just felt like, this is my purpose. So I was about Next Step Up, which is a beautiful program, which is still alive and well today, doing extremely well. I also worked in TCAL. It's not called TCAL right now. It's called REACH, which is like a tutoring program at Tuskegee that kind of help like kids that like students that's falling short in the academic space. So I would put together like PowerPoints and things like that to help their studying skills, to help them improve how to study for tests or quizzes or anything like that. So I would put a lot of time into my classmates, students, and things like that to teach them how to study. I wasn't necessarily a tutor, because I couldn't really teach people like things like that. I can only teach myself, but I would teach them ways to study or to be better. I was part of that. I was part of street team to basically like help with the overall morale of Tuskegee when it comes to game days or anything upcoming. That's a fun little to get the morale going with the student body. So as part of those are the three that come to mind. And a part, obviously, like honor society.
It's getting active.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was trying to be as active as possible because that's how you get acclimated. That's how you find your village and your community in the college space, especially when you go there not really knowing many people.
Yeah.
Found like-minded people through those small little groups. So that's what I did.
It's one of the, hearing you talk, I feel like it makes sense why when you came onto, the scene, when we all saw you on TV and then seeing you navigate the fame and the spotlight, it's like she was built for this. Like you seem very like confident and comfortable already. And it's just like hearing you have all these experiences, it sounds like makes sense. This is why you've come out here like already, you knew who you were.
Exactly. I'm glad it came across that way. That's good. That's good.
So one of the things we want to talk about is that during your time on Love Island, and since you left the villa, you have received so much support. I don't know if you're feeling it already in this room, but you have received so much support from Black women, and we just like ride for you. What has that support meant to you? If you can put it into words.
I'm literally getting chills just thinking about it. The support means everything. Especially like coming out post-Villa to a lot of the craziness that I came out to, just knowing that I had so much support from women from all around the world, especially my Black women, because it's like, when I was on that show, I knew I was, like I said in the past, I knew I was representing more than just myself. I'm representing Black women as a whole. So going on there, knowing like my self-worth, my value, and just practicing self-acceptance, I truly feel like that helped me navigate this space, because I don't really feel like, I don't know, I feel like the world wasn't really, I don't know. I just feel like people wasn't always so kind to Black women. So knowing that I have so much support from my community, or just from all women as well, it means the world to me. It truly does, because I've never imagined my life. Like I always felt like I would be famous one day, but I never really imagined me actually being in this space. So knowing that I have so much support from women that look like me means everything to me. Truly, it really does. It means a lot.
I'm like, we was not playing about you, like, from beginning to end. Absolutely.
I know I stressed y'all out, child. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay. And it was one of the beautiful things. Honestly, I think just as a fan watching it, it was just one of the beautiful things was to see, as wild as the stand-up can get.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to see a bunch of Black women come together and be like, no, not too much on our girl. Not too much on our girl.
You see what I'm saying? It feels good for y'all to just get it. Especially when I come across a certain way or say things a certain way. I'm like, she didn't mean it like that. She meant this. I'm like, you get me. You see me. Like, I don't have to explain to you why I said this or what. You know, you just automatically get it. And it's just like, I just feel so seen with you guys. It means a lot. Some people were trying to write me out immediately. Like, oh, no, I don't like the way she said that or she did that. I'm like, what I meant. Like, what? You know, I have to forget. Like, sometimes we have to remember we live in two different Americas. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? So
I think it's so interesting because, you know, having gone to an HBCU, like sisterhood and friendship was such a major part of that experience. And I feel like we saw that a lot with you and Shelly. How important is sisterhood to you, and how do you feel like you formed that stronger at Tuskegee?
Sisterhood is extremely important to me. Growing up, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of like big friend groups. So growing up, for the majority of my life, I had like one best friend. Mind you, we met in 2005, 20-year friendship, right? I have another best friend I met in middle school. It's like a 10-year friendship. So like one thing about it, sisterhood, friendship, all those things, I take to wholeheartedly. Mind you, I have two sisters too. So growing up with my two sisters, I always knew sisterhood was what meant the most to me, especially with them always looking up to me and things like that, just being their own personal role model, like, you know, things like that. So when it came to like finding my own community outside of my own family, that's where I took to like my best friends and things like that. So Tuskegee showed me like the true value in friendship, sisterhood, finding like-minded people that kind of build you up in moments that you need that. So someone to uplift you. Even the moments that you're feeling discouraged, I relied on my friends a lot or heavily, even post-show, just so they could remind me, like, girl, this is who you are. Like, remember who you are. Remember how you're supposed to move. So like, just seeing like how they build me up in moments I just feel so torn down, especially about the world when I first came out of the villa or whatnot. It's just like, it just reminds me of why I took to my friends and why I value sisterhood so much. They're just there for me in times that I just need them the most, I guess. Even before all of this, they would be so on me, like, you need to post more. You need to do this. You need to do that. Trying to help me navigate. They always see me bigger than what I was. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I love being in the elevator industry and things like that. It was like, we can see you doing this. Like, you know what? Take this picture off your Instagram. Make sure you post once a week. Make sure you do this. They would always, like, build me up to be this amazing person and always supported me. And even after all of this, they're so supportive. Friendships, nothing changed. Sisterhood, everything is still the exact same. I know that was one of my fears. Like, if I get there, what would that look like? Because I've seen so many people have other experiences. Like, you know what? I think my girl's gonna do me like that. I don't think my girl's gonna be weird after all these things. And they're still the exact same. I'm like, you know what? I go to the top, y'all go to the top.
They were like, girl, if you don't post.
Yeah,
girl, if you don't post, you are to get out the hood, please.
No, literally, we need those friends.
We need those friends.
Yeah, so my girls, I cannot wait until, which soon, y'all will see very soon, they're going to start popping up with me, and I cannot wait. They have been here for the long haul. Before all of this, they're still here. They're going to always be here. I got them forever. Love my
and I just want to say, the girl who was holding it down for you on TikTok or Instagram, one of your friends, oh, she did the dang
That's
thing.
My bestie.
Absolutely.
And she was like, after I got out, she was like, girl, I'm gonna log out. You done stressed me out too bad. She was so stressed. You done logged out my whole Instagram. She was like, forget this. I need to take a break. But she did extremely, extremely well. I had a whole group behind all of that. But yeah, she ran it all. But as far as like pushing content and getting accolades, they even made me my own personal email so brands can like reach out to me personally.
Oh,
Mind you, I didn't even ask them to do that. They were like responding 4 months. She's still in the villa. She's, you know, she'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like setting me up for success while I was still on the show. Like I've never seen such women come together and support. They're not looking to be noticed. They're not looking to do nothing. You know what I mean? They're not having their hands out. They're literally just want me to be so big. They want me to be so successful. And it's like, literally, y'all know I'm going to, you know, when things get a little better, I'm going to spoil the hell out of y'all. Because, like, y'all held down for me so good. Even now, like, in my spaces with my fans and whatnot, they'll put certain things in there, like, she just posted or go vote, you know, do whatever. Like, still to this day, they're still, you know, fans together as far as, like, supporting me and things like that. So I literally got some people behind me, some friends behind me that want to see me win and don't care to be at the forefront, don't care to be in front of the cameras. They just want to see their girl do good. So it's like, you can't put a price on that at all. I love my girls.
Period.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I'm sure we all want to know, genuinely, just like, how are you doing? Like, how are you feeling? And just like, how are you handling the public attention, the criticism, everything that comes with it? Because, you know, we worry about you sometimes. We worry about our girl. We want to make sure she's good. So how are you genuinely feeling and how are you handling everything?
Honestly, I'm in a way better headspace. At first, I literally was not at all. But I'm in a way better headspace. One thing about me, I'm going to listen to my little gospel playlist and just keep reminding myself, like, girl, get it together. And I have like such an amazing team around me. My friends, my family, my team, built my team brick by brick. If you got like people around you that want to see you doing my thing rather than just sitting around sulking and whatever. But I'm doing way better mentally. I'm in such a better space. Yeah. I'm doing really good. So no need to worry, guys.
Good. Good. We need to hear that. It's all happened really fast, right? Like it's really like the opportunities that you're getting are incredible, but also with that comes everything that Sandy's talking about. So that's, I think that's why people worry, right?
Yeah. You know what? Well, if I see some craziness about me, I'm like, you don't know me. You know what I mean? Like I just laugh like, oh, okay, whatever. Like I'm living good. You tweeting on your little cracked iPhone, living great. So it's like, I'm not allowing that to get to me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not letting go from a random off of Twitter or off of social media. I'm blessed. And like even when I see those, I'm like, you know what? God bless your heart. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you'll get to a place where you don't have to speak hate. One thing about it, you'll never catch me being hateful towards anybody in a dirty game. That's not how I move. I'm just going to pray for you. But like, you know what? I don't hate you. I don't do nothing. I just ask God to soften my heart towards that person or that situation and just keep it moving.
Making sure you put that God list on the show too.
Not as much, but I did pray. Trust me. Okay. So Yo, for sure. I have to remind myself. Like,
so shout out to you.
Yeah, she don't play.
Okay, I said Miss Alicia raised all right.
For sure. I'm not gonna get on no TV show on my behind. I'm gonna come in like she did not play.
You definitely did her proud. You did us all proud. And one of the things I think that has been so interesting to watch your journey. I am also in an interracial relationship. I am married to a white man.
Okay.
I've mentioned that on this podcast a few times. But watching you and Nick, I mean, I was just like Nicolandria High from the beginning, but it has been very relatable because I also relate to not thinking that, this was going to be what my husband looked like. When I was 20 years old, if you had asked me that, I would have said, no, I'm going to be married to a black man. But, I fell in love with somebody who treated me really well and who treats me like a queen and is frankly obsessed with me. And we know that Nick is too. So I want to know, since Nick wasn't, quote unquote, your usual type, did you ever think this was the relationship that you would be in? And what advice do you have for young women who maybe prioritize preference over treatment in relationships?
Right. So it's so funny because before all of this, I was always open. Obviously, I love Black love. Like, I grew up in the Deep South, seeing Black love like that. Obviously, my mind goes to that first. But I don't know, moving to Houston is such a big melting pot. I've talked to Asian guys. I've talked to Hispanic guys. Y'all, I've talked to people, okay? I never knew I was going to be in like a publicized relationship with a white man. No, I did not. But it's like, I'm just so baffled because it's 2025. I thought we were in a progressive society. But to know that people would hate you because you're giving a white guy a chance, I'm like, I understand it. It's 2025. This is not Loving versus Virginia. Like, I'm confused on white guys. Oh, yeah, thank you. I love Black love. One thing about me, I'm a huge advocate for it. You know what I'm saying? But just because I chose love over preference, you hate me. You think I'm pushing this whole agenda? It's like, no, I'm with somebody that truly values me, that literally worships the ground that I walk on, and that hears me. You get what I'm saying? Like, he treats me well. He treats me good. I'm not understanding the whole discourse on social media, and for the whole social media to be so fixated on me and mine. It's like, all these people that's a part of the show, and you're so fixated on me and mine. I'm not understanding that.
It's not for us to understand, obviously.
I
like touch grass. Please.
Immediately.
Please go touch some grass. Yeah, and I think it's interesting because, as someone, like I said, I'm like deep in the Nicolandria hive. So I see how he supports you and how, like you were talking about the people in your life who champion you, who want you to succeed. It seems, at least from the outside, that Nick is one of those people. And
100%.
so that, to me, as someone who does what we do, go off cis, unbothered, we champion Black women. We want Black women to be happy and to succeed and to be loved properly. And that is what we're seeing. So anybody who doesn't also see that and want that for you, that's not somebody you should care about. Right?
And I don't. Good.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm all for women being treated correctly regardless. I don't look at, but he's white. But he's this. I'm like, girl, if he treated you right, go where you treated at. Go where you treated right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I truly feel like when it comes to Black women, people don't think we deserve nice things, or people don't think we deserve to experience things. They think we should just work so hard to get to where I'm like, no, I shouldn't have to be with a nonchalant man that don't really care about it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go where I'm valued at. You know what I mean? Like, I've had great experiences with other people as well, but it's just like, he's a great guy too. I think people can't seem to see past the skin color. I'm like, if you see past that, he's a great man. He's a great guy. Like, why can't you just see that? They see the skin color first. I'm like, this is not what we're doing. Yeah, he's a great guy. And if Nick was treating me terribly, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be with him. You get what I'm saying? But he treats me, this is what y'all see online, he treats me like that off screen as well. Treats me amazingly. One thing about it.
Wait, okay, just because I'm nosy, I'm sorry. Give us an example of something recently that your man has done that just made you go, this is a good man, Savannah.
Well, even when it comes, because I don't necessarily share all my things to social media, because it's like, you give them an inch and they take them out every time. But when it comes to me, like, getting certain opportunities, even if it's just like a single opportunity for me, the way he just speaks life over me, the way he just always telling me how much he's proud of me and things like that, just always trying to, push me into those spaces, or even allow me to come into some of his spaces to even make my image bigger or whatever. I don't know, he's just always like my number one fan, online and offline. Always speaking so much life into me, checking in on me mentally, make sure I'm okay, make sure I'm good. Flying in, like even with the fashion week with New York, Nick had no plans to go. He heard I was walking. He was like, I'm flying in for that. Like, I want to support you. I want to be there for you. And just to see those videos of him just smiling with the camera and following me, like, it just melts my heart. He literally just wants to just be there for me. And it's so funny because prior to me knowing that I can actually invite him to that show, because I didn't know how many tickets I could. So he That's the conversations people don't see. And it's not for them to see, it's for me to see and for me to share with people. But one thing about it, Nick is going to make a way. His schedule is dumb packed. If he got to cancel a show, if he got to move some things around and be there for me to support me in that moment in time, he would do just that. No arguing, no questions. Like I'm going to be there for Landry. Like I'm going to go with her. Like, you know what I mean? So he don't want to schedule around for me every time and make a way. For sure.
Our faces.
Like, there's no way to end that thing up and give that up. Just right, to please them. Like, girl, but no. One thing about it, I got a very supportive person.
And we're blushing, and I'm like, I feel so much joy to see a Black woman be treated well by anybody. Do you feel like being doted on and being treated this way has brought out a different side of you? Do you feel like showing up acts of service, these words of affirmation have always been your love language? Or how have you seen yourself evolve being in this type of a dynamic in this moment?
Being in this relationship with Nick definitely offered me a lot. Mind you, this keeps coming up. I've only been in one relationship, been single for 5 years. I just came a little more hardened over the years. I haven't been as soft as I would want to be, which is probably what's a turn off to a lot of the guys I was talking to. Because I'm like, you don't make me feel safe, so I'm not going to give you soft, lovey-dovey woman that I want to give you. I don't feel safe with you just yet. But with Nick, it's just like he doesn't have a nonchalant bone in his body. He gonna, you know what I'm saying, tell me how he's feeling. If I'm upset, if I'm mad, it's like, can we just talk about it? Like, I've never seen that before, okay? And it's just, I don't know. Even with the whole physical touch thing, physical touch has always been at the bottom of the list for me. Because I got so turned off with me. I'm like, why is your love language always just touch? That is disgusting. Like, what is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? But with Nick, it's just like, he makes me feel so safe and so comfortable. Physical touch has been like climbing the ladder for me. It's like, wait, I don't mind being like very physical with you. I don't mind like being all lovey-dovey with you. You make me feel so safe, make me feel so seen. You support me so hard. You know, cameras off, you support me so hard behind the scenes. It's just like, I don't know. I feel so soft. I feel so girly. I feel so like lovey-dovey with him. I have not felt like that in years. I didn't even think I can get back to this space. And for him to just bring that out of me, it's just like, no way they think I'm going to give this up just because they don't like what we look. You know what I mean? Like, no.
No, I feel like I can relate to that too. And just like experiencing just the men out here, which has been very ghetto. But like when you meet that right person, because like you say, like, I don't really hold hands, or, you know, I don't really like to talk on the phone. But then like you meet that person that brings that out of you. So, and then like they can do the bare minimum. I'm like, you open the door for me. Oh my God. Like and you forget like the how like you're supposed to be treated. It's literally the bare minimum, but you're so used to like toxicity and like all of that. Like you start to forget. But once you find that right person that brings that soft side of you and like treats you the way that you deserved, it's everything. No one can ever play with you after that.
Exactly. Like, oh, you done messed around and showed me my words. Like, try to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm happy for you.
All right, Landry, we got to talk about Fashion Week because we loved seeing you walking on runways. We want to know, you know, we've been talking about how like your time at Tuskegee set you up for your career and set you up for, you know, the rest of your life in entrepreneurship. And we just want to know what's next. Like, is there more modeling in your future? What are the big goals? What's happening? Tell us everything.
Oh, yeah. So modeling is definitely in my foreseeable future, something I love doing, more so on the editorial side. I feel like I'm more of like an editorial type of model. So that's always been my dream as a kid. So to know that I can possibly live out those dreams now as a 27-year-old woman, I am elated to do so. Obviously, I have some big plans, some big things coming up. I don't want to necessarily say it too fast because it's still in the works right now. But I do have a lot of big surprises coming up here soon. Definitely want to continue to set myself up for the future. When I came off the show, obviously longevity is something I've always preached to every single person I always met with, as far as like trying to find my management team and, you know, all, like my whole team. So I think my team knows like longevity is something that Landry truly wants. She really wants her name to be a household name. So I'm working very, very hard and very strategically now to set myself up for in the future to do whatever I want to do. So definitely trying to, you know, set myself up in the best way possible to get that.
We love that. Apart from the looks that you served at Fashion Week, it was just so nice to see you in spaces with so many people that we already like admire across different industries and, you know, successful entrepreneurs themselves. What has been the best advice that you've received from your peers that are entrepreneurs as you're building your own $1 million, billion with a B brand?
I know that's right. So still speaking into existence. Basically, just drown out the noise. Just always remain who you are, remember who you are, never change for the money, for anything, for fame. I see that happens a lot. So just getting that advice from people that's already been in those spaces for years on end, letting them tell me like now, like, stay true to you, be authentic. They can see through it if you're not, basically. And I wish I already kind of knew that. So them just reiterating things that I already kind of knew just made it really stick to me. Like, you know what? Okay, I already had these things in mind, but if this coming from the greats, if this is coming from somebody that's already had so much experience in these spaces, maybe I need to really, truly, you know, try to prioritize these things, just stick to what I already kind of know.
Oh, that's great advice. And as Claire's so right in that seeing you, I think with these people that we have admired, and we're like, oh, this makes so much sense. Like just watching you, like I know you were with Jackie Aina the other day. Like she's such an OG in like the creator space. So to see you there, it's like, oh yeah, this is already where you belong.
For sure.
Did Jackie give you any advice specifically?
Just her story in general is inspirational to me. Like we just kiki when we're in public settings, and she just always telling me. I was telling her like prior to all of this, I'm like, girl, I was just a regular girl, working a regular job. She was like, oh baby, you was never regular with that face. Like you were meant to be here. Like just hearing those words from me, Jackie. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like, oh, let me not be as humble as I. You know what I'm saying? She was like, girl, no, you was meant to be here. This makes sense for you. Nothing was ever regular about you. And it's so funny because someone caught that on their phone and actually posted it to the internet. And I was like, dang, like I go back and relook at that video so much now. I'm like, dang, like just seeing that, like hearing those words from her, it's like, dang, because she built an amazing brand, worked so hard for years to get where she's at. So she's so admirable to me. Look up to her heavily. I'm like, dang, being a dark-skinned Black woman and still making way through all the BS she went through, like it's so inspiring to me, especially with me dealing with adversity now. Like, you know what? I'm gonna use all of this hate, this, just build momentum on it. You know what I mean? Like I never really say nothing. I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna be Beyonce to the BS. Every time I try to clap back, I remind myself, I'd be like, Beyonce wouldn't do that, so I wouldn't do that. And it's so funny because my team will say that to me too, because I say it so much. I'm like, you know what? Beyonce wouldn't do this. I'm like, you know what? I success my clap back. You mad at me for this? I'm gonna do this to make it even matter. You know what I mean? Like I let my success be like my BS talk, about my shit talking, basically. Like, I'm not gonna do nothing. You say I'm too old for the VMAs? Okay, let me just go ahead and bag this partnership with Vaseline, make it even matter. Now I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? You saw my highlighters too, you know what I'm saying? My concealer's up is too bright. Like, work with these makeup companies and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make you eat those words every single time. You know what I mean? And I don't move with grace every single time as well. So you don't say comments, I'm like, you know what? I'm pray for you.
The story was already written for you, so you was meant to be in every space that you're in.
Oh, thank you.
Period. Thank you. I do have one last question as we go back to HBCU talk. Will Marcel be... I have so many questions.
I know, we can be talking all day. But I do want to know... Y'all are so funny.
Will Marcel be attending at HBCU? Would you like him to be attending HBCU?
The Marcellus of it all is taking me completely out. I'm not gonna lie, his middle name still baffles me to this day. I'm like, Marcel. Like,
for anyone who does not know, Nick's middle name is Marcel, and when they were on the show, they had to take care of like a fake baby, and they named this fake baby Marcel. So now now that you know how the internet runs with things, the internet has now decided that your child's name is Marcel. Yeah. So I mean, we're talking about legacy. So yeah, we want to know if legacy-wise, if Marcel's going to HBCU.
I'm gonna advocate for her for sure.
Period. Period.
I'm gonna for sure be a big advocate for HBCUs. I'm gonna support Marcel whatever he decides to do.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be like, let's visit a few HBCUs and see how you feeling, son.
Just put in a good word for Howard. I'm just saying. I'm biased that Howard might be it.
I'm gonna put in a good word, but we visiting Tuskegee first. Okay, just as long as you know.
Well, the future is bright for you, Elandria, clearly.
Thank you.
And we know that you are going to build an incredible legacy, and this is just the beginning. We want to say thank you for joining us on Go Off, Sis.
Thank you
for just how you're showing up in the world and doing you, girl. And we're just always. And
thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Great time talking to
you guys. Wasn't that an excellent interview? That was my third time hearing it. I love it every time. YouTubers, what did you guys think? Did you guys have a chance to look at that already and listen to that? And somebody on YouTube was like, is there a video of them all talking together? I haven't come across it. I've only come across the audios, but I do believe there is a video someplace. That was from the podcast Go Off Sis on Spotify. So make sure you.
It was on the Spotify too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a video on Spotify?
I think so.
When this is actually a video from YouTube. I didn't go through Spotify this time, but it's just the audio. So I'm not really sure. But that was an excellent interview. I love Elandria. Every time she's by herself, even though it feels like she says similar things, she doesn't say it the exact same way. And I appreciate that. So it's not like just a regurgitated speech interview. She was able to say how, she worked in the plan again, or else that was going to be her life. She's told us that story, how much at HBCU meant to her. Now, I didn't attend a HBCU, so finding out that some of you guys go through like a semi-depression when you have to go out to white America. I didn't even know that till this interview, you guys. Is that common? I don't know. But that I feel like that was awesome for her to touch on that part. Her work. Another reason why we get to love Ola, her mentorship work, right? And all the ways she gives back to the community. She's so thoughtful. She knows her worth, and testing. That's another thing. Being part of this Van Carthen Nation, I swear, it opens up your manifestation portal, because her and Nick are so good at showing us how to manifest that it makes me feel like, oh yeah, my manifesting is back on. You know what I mean? Like, they are so good at speaking it, listing it, and then receiving it. I'm totally about that life, you know? What did you guys like best from the interview?
I have to say my favorite part, well, I have two favorite parts. When she talks about how safety in a relationship is what has allowed her to be able to put down those walls to lean into that safe space. And I don't think people give enough emphasis. Like, there are a lot of naysayers who always like take it down to her being, you know, like, oh, she's just down with the squirrel, y'all just want to, and they ignore the fact that there's something else that's monumental in there, because they're like, oh, why is it she's with a white man? That's why she wants to be safe, or she wants to be a trad wife. That has nothing to do with it. And I feel like people don't look past it. And I've been saying this from like the beginning. Her issue is this feeling of safety in a relationship. He's allowed her, he's created this space in which she can feel safe enough to relinquish control, to be soft. And that is super important. I think that is tantamount to any relationship that anybody is in. For you to create a safe space for your partner in which they can be vulnerable and they feel okay being vulnerable, because you are going to task yourself with protecting them.
Right.
And that's what she feels, and that is super important.
It's a beautiful, it's beautifully self-aware. It's beautifully self-aware for her to be able to name that too.
Yes, when she said over preference.
Ooh.
A lot of people didn't hear that in the beginning. It was love over preference. What difference does it make as long as I love this person?
Right.
And this person loved me.
That's a bumper sticker. That's a bumper sticker or a t-shirt. Love over preference.
My favorite part of the entire interview was just I love when she comes onto a space and she comes out eloquent, very well spoken, very thought out. And my favorite part, honestly, was the question about Shelly, how she diverted it without ever.
Right.
That was so key for me. Mm-hmm. I wanted to clap her down, because why would I give energy to something that is already so distorted in reality and in public? But I'm going to highlight the people who have rocked with me forever, the people who stand by me, the people who make me feel like sisters.
Her real soul sisters.
Positivity. And she didn't really throw shade at Shelly.
She doesn't have to, right?
I'm not going to speak. She didn't even say Shelly's name out of her mouth one time.
I loved it. I loved it too.
That was beautiful to me.
I feel like you hit on something there. Like, she didn't have to shade Shelly. Shelly's did that. We have to mention her for her. You know what I'm saying? For there to be shade. It's interesting that she was also able to uplift other women without tearing down that other woman. You see what I'm saying? I love that about her.
Hey, Miss Curves, how are you?
Hey, Nikki, I'm excellent. How are you today?
Hi, Gigi. Hi, everyone. Thank you for playing that. I think one of my favorite parts actually is the interviewers. I thought that this was excellent questions. It's one of the, this is the first interview where I was, the people asking the questions were very similar to me and the things that I was curious about. So shout out to that podcast. I had not heard of it, but I'm definitely going to be listening furthermore. But I just kind of want to piggyback on what you said, Ms. Curves, about manifesting, and what Gigi said about, feeling safe, because those are the two things that really stuck out for me. because, you know, I think there's been so much conversation, especially in some of the spaces the lives that I've gone into, that, you know, about women and feeling safe and what that looks like. And so I'm happy to see, because at 27, I don't think I would have, back then, I would not have prioritized safety. I would have still prioritized Black love.
Right. That is
You
deep.
know,
Yes.
and, you know, so when people ask, like, why people our age, you know, are watching, at least from my perspective, I need to see if progress has been made. And it seems to be that progress is being made with the younger generation in how they choose healthy partners, especially as for Black women, that we're not out here Black love.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
can I just I maybe this is a me problem, but I think the idea that Black love is Black love when there are two people of African descent in a relationship, to me it's weird, because I see the situation she's in. I see it as Black love. It's a Black woman being loved on in a way that makes her feel good. If it's a Black man being loved on in a way that makes him feel good, I feel like she's getting loved on. I see her receiving love, and that, to me, that's Black love. And maybe again, this might be just I'm watering down the statement. I apologize. Don't jump on my back. But I'm encouraged. I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. And I'm just I feel like when I see her, the way this girl grins, the way his friends are around her and they treat her so well, they take care of her, they're protective of her. Whether they're, mind you, his circle there are Black people in his circle and there are other people in his circle. He makes sure that the woman, this queen of his, he treats her like a Black queen. To me, it's so weird. Maybe it's a me situation and it might just be solidly me. But if there's an Asian man who wants to love on me, maybe I'm just
Let me just piggyback real quick. Can I piggyback on what Simi says?
Sure.
Because Black person is being loved. That bank, period. It doesn't have to, it could be a yellow person also loving the Black person. It could be a blue person loving the Black person. But the mere fact that Black is being loved is Black love. Now we can say that traditionally Black love has been to Black people, but for one Black person to be experiencing love is in fact Black love. You don't have to have it be by another person, because the Black person that had to do that to her did not. All the Black people that had an opportunity in that space, in that experiment, to love Olandria as part of a Black love caper, nobody partook of that. So skip me with that. This is still Black love. Nick knows how to love Black. He's being loved by a Black woman. That's also an extension of Black love. And we need to get over this, it has to be two Black people, because Taylor was Black and was not treating her right.
I kind of just want to clarify. Yeah, I just kind of want to clarify that, because I understand, it's semantics in a way. Because yes, a Black person being loved on, technically that is Black love. But when we're speaking in, a communal aspect to where all of us, it's been defined in media, and so people falling in love is considered Black love. So technically you're right, but when you're speaking to the masses, when it turns, when you're trying to have this conversation, Black love is two Black people in love.
I get that.
I think we're just dealing with semantics, but technically it should be like that.
It should be.
Unfortunately, that is how, this has gone back, in the 80s, 90s of this definition.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. And that's part of why I said it the way that I said it, is because I'm from that age where, it was supposed to be two of them, but my heart and mind are open now to the degree where I see love is getting loved as Black love. It's simple.
Again, I wasn't trying to shake any tables, and I wasn't trying to make sure that I'm just saying, for me, as long as I see a Black woman, Black man being happily loved on, I'm Nigerian. Trust me. I'm not, you guys are talking about Black love. I'm talking about I grew up in your tribe marries your tribe. You don't cross tribes. Da, da, da.
Right.
So I'm saying I've seen crazy definitions, but like I'm just in a place where like if you're happy and you feel well treated, and I can see that you're being treated well, and I can see that this person supports you and wants to make all your dreams come true. Like I'm happy for, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And if it's a black woman, whoo, go ahead, baby. If it's a black man, whoo, go ahead, baby. But like if it's as long as you're being loved on, I feel like your black is loved.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, I saw this in the comments, and I was going to bring this up. Another issue I think that is really disheartening to know that has been perpetuated in media, even by our own creators, and this was this has just been a common theme within the Black art space, is that Black love is synonymous.
Right.
And I think that is what's so amazing about watching Alandria in this interview. Understand love doesn't have to be struggle, and I'm not going to settle for struggle just to be in a relationship with someone who culturally comes from my background and looks like me. Because even still to this day, I think we've gotten a little better, but what is popular, what remains popular in media is still Black struggle love.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, Nikki. I think that was well said. And I just want to clarify, because I know if this ever gets clipped that people are going to try to say, oh, you equated Black love with struggle love. That's not what Nikki is saying, okay? And just to be clear, struggle love doesn't always mean financial, okay? There can be emotional struggle, because what did Ola say? She don't need nobody to pay. Bills will be paid regardless. She don't need you to pay her bills. But there does exist a dynamic that people do equate with Black love, that it's simply financial or environmental. No. The struggle she would have had to deal with would have had to been emotional and intellectual and spiritual. Mm-hmm. This is what this man was putting her through emotionally, mm-hmm. was dragging her through this while he was out there picking Clark. You know, that struggle is what she speaks to. And to put her at a place of ease, choosing that over having to struggle for the sake of just being in love with a Black man or being in a relationship with a Black man is not where it's at. And that's why it's important, as the other panel members have said, that she picked love over preference.
Husband, do you think Black love is two Black people or a Black person being loved?
For saying that, because I didn't even think that somebody would even take that out of context when I forgot what.
Right. You know, context. So I feel like it's important to always, have somebody come back and clarify. Like, that's not what she was saying, just in case.
Right.
That's not what she was saying. Because there is a lot of struggle love out financially, but emotionally and mentally, the old folks say it a lot, is they're not equally yoked.
Right.
And that's not always financial. 9 times out of 10, I find, and when I see relationships like that, it's not because of economic issues. It's because of lack of emotional, intellectual, or spiritual alignment. And this is what creates a lot of tension within these black spaces. And black
mindset. The mindset, yes, exactly.
Absolutely. And they stick together for the sake of, okay, well, we have to go through this. We have to. No, you don't. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be easy.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, she said it in her interview. Landria said it in her interview. She said that when she gets mad, Nick makes sure, wait a minute, let's talk about this emotionally.
Right.
So emotion, let's talk about this. Let's discuss what's going on.
And can I say, I think that's one of the only positives outside of, my Nicolandria Delulu. I think it's one of the only true positives I feel like came out of Love Island, is that everybody has said the same thing pretty much, that being on the show has, and being together and being within such close proximity 24/7 has forced them to be able to have hard conversations when they have conflict within their relationships. And I think that works, especially for Nick and Alandria, because I think that they took it from a mature standpoint and walked away with something for it. Whereas I don't think the others, even though they'll say it, I don't think it really resonates with them in the aspects of a relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say something. Brianna was asking a question about what I had said about my term of black love. If a black man is being loved correctly, is what I meant by that. It can also be as a form of black love. I'm just saying, people being loved on correctly, like I want to see people happy. I want to see, especially black people, happy. And sometimes, even if it's not with another black person, I don't want them to feel like, oh, well, you didn't sign up for black love, you didn't subscribe to this, you didn't. As long as they're happy and being taken care of and being able to grow and be elated and be joyful and actually experience real joy. It's not forcing them, I'm not media or anything. I think that when we try to identify, oh, well, you're not participating in black love, baby, I'm a black woman being loved. I'm a black man being loved on. And again, there are also interracial relationships that are terrible. We've seen 2 men die in the hands of interracial relationships. I'm not calling those black love. I'm just saying when people are being loved on properly, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. I get it. People are trying to make it seem like we don't understand the concept of black love. Yeah, traditionally it was a thing where, black people against the world. And now I'm telling you, I seriously have evolved to the point where I recognize that the power is love. The color is a construct, right? So the power being love, let's take the roof off. If a black person's being loved by a non-black person, black love still exists, period. It doesn't have to be reserved any further from this moment on to forthwith. If a black person's receiving love, that is black love. We can all get behind that. And so for this relationship with Olandria and Nick, he's loving on her like nobody's ever loved on her, black or she said she even put an Asian in there and a Mexican. So look, she's tried, and this is where she's safe and thriving. And somebody over here on the YouTube street says struggle is not love. I don't know why we put those 2 words together. Isn't that deep? It's a component of love, of a relationship. You can be in a relationship and have a thriving time. There's ebbs and flows in life. So let's call the ebb is when there's struggle. The flow is when you're in abundance, right? There's no lack. There's nothing pushing back against you. But also, struggle does make you stronger. So maybe we could call it strength love, because it's strength conditioning. If you can get through whatever that struggle was. We do have to definitely be picking our words better, though, I feel.
I agree. Go ahead.
I agree. I just think a lot of us are much older, more mature, done lived through that life, and we're just looking back. Because although I have kids on my profile picture, I am 55 years old. Those are my grandkids. But, we just look back and I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It's
Look, I'm 56, Sam. I'm 56. I'm 56. So I'm with you.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. The phone's over there. I was just saying I'm with Sam. I'm 56. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I've evolved in my thinking to the point where I'm able to include unblack in black love. You know what I mean? But I was conditioned and programmed to believe the other part.
right.
For sure. And can I say that, like, I walked away when I was getting ready to come back when you made a point that somebody said on YouTube that struggle isn't black love. I just want to emphasize how factual that is. Struggle is not what makes love. Struggle is not what makes love. Finding commonality in a way to overcome challenges is what love is. Not the struggle part. It's right. The commonality, finding common ground and ways to compromise to overcome challenges with a relationship, which shows the meter and the test of your love, which tests the metal of that love. It's right. Not the struggle. Like, I need us to break out of that.
Right.
I love that, Gigi. That is so fun. That is so spot on, because every relationship is going to come with its difficulties. Mm-hmm. It's just a natural part. It's how you choose to overcome that, and also recognizing that each person within the partnership has different strengths. And a lot of the times, especially when it comes to heterosexual relationships, combating or, what's the word I'm looking for, Gigi? Deprogramming the misogyny in both parties is going would take a level of that's what it takes to have a level of true partnership to overcome financial struggles. There's going to be hardships. That's a part of the natural process of life. It's how you deal with those issues that make all the difference.
Yes. And because I've never seen a love story that's just all happy. And so knowing that you're going to have these strength conditioning opportunities is what I'm calling them, instead of just struggle there, because the struggle, okay, think about a butterfly. A butterfly leaves its cocoon, and the only way the wings come out so brilliant strong is because they literally had to struggle out of the cocoon sac, you guys. So in that regard, the struggle of learning yourself within an intimate relationship, growing into the best version of yourself while you're attached to another person, those are all aspects of what we're talking about. So I just don't want us to get too like, oh, it's only that. You know what I mean? I feel like there's enough room on right for everybody, but we do need to hone in on what our point is. So these comments are going berserk though, everywhere. The comments are berserk. I think we tapped into something, ladies. The struggle, the black, all these things.
I mean, like, I just don't think, I think people have this conversation because, of the discourse that surrounds, that still surrounds Nick and Alandra's relationship and what that means. So I think that's probably what this is.
Is this a whole commercial? Let's see.
Is it just a picture?
Oh no, it's going to be a commercial if my stuff stops spinning.
DoorDash bin dropped. Did it?
This just dropped 11 minutes ago. Let's see if I can make it play. I don't know.
I thought I saw that DoorDash on their Snapchat a while ago.
I don't know. Somebody in the comments was like, he just dropped this 11 minutes ago.
Them at the game, but not the actual commercial.
Nick has it on his profile. You see, it's the one with him laying in the bed. It should be a video.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be a video, but it keeps buffering on my thing. It plays the one before, but not this one.
Oh, it's nice talking to you guys. I usually leave stuff in the comments, but I never really come
I
up
appreciate
on
you come up. I appreciate you coming up. Thanks a lot. Sam, Faith, and Heather.
Those are my grandkids' names. My name is Rhonda, though.
Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, thanks for coming up. Thanks for coming up and sharing your POV. I wasn't going to stay up here for too much longer. This isn't playing for me. So you guys go be sure to check it out.
I have it up on my iPad.
Yeah, can you, here, let me make you big. If you want to share that for us, that'll be fantastic.
Well, I'm going to stay to listen and watch.
Okay.
And then go back and like and share.
Right on. I appreciate you coming.
Okay.
Her acting is so cheesy, but I love it. It's cheesy in a cute way.
I bet. Okay, here we go, guys. Can everybody see? Oh, no, I have to save it. Can everybody see?
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes. Okay, let's go to the beginning.
Saturday night, college football was on. Let me show you what a winning Saturday actually looks like. Come on.
Okay, so that's it?
Oh, Nikki Poo, we're just getting started.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't
to expect on my first college game day experience. But now I understand why Landry is such a huge college football fan. I guess it's just that too much winning energy from DoorDash.
That was cute. I love them.
I will say, officially, the only note, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The only note that I have is ill gators. Ill gators.
What's an ill gator?
Florida State.
Oh, look, I don't
That's all I
know.
will say. That's all I will say. For that, it will be a 9 out of 10. Ill gators, it should have been at Florida State. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, so it should have been at Penn State.
No, they were in Florida. It should have been Florida State. Considering that's where Ella is. Ill gators. Ill gators.
Oh, look, they're like Google gators.
Ew, gators. What is it?
I am
Forever says death row.
I am originally from Florida. I'm from Vero Beach, Florida, but
So you should know better. Ew, gators.
no, I've been here for a long time. My adult children are here, so I'm in Pennsylvania.
Ew, gators.
That is hilarious.
The way you said that.
You guys have been fantastic.
You, your DoorDash driver, the pair of anguish to whoever filmed it. What is it? The Judas cradle for all of the people at the game. Ew.
Well, I appreciate.
No, they were so cute, and I think her acting is so cheesy, but I love it. It's endearing.
I liked her in the shark commercial.
Much better.
Did you guys see the shark commercial?
Is it sad to say? I think it's cute. And also because I get upset, and it's irrational, and I understand this, right? But I get really upset when people who are seemingly physically perfect also have like other things they're really good at. It's bad enough that she's already like, take Chris Hemsworth for example. For you to be hot, nice, and funny at the same time, like that's not fair.
It isn't fair. It does.
Like you have no waist, great skin, amazing posture, and you got a manly trait, right? And you want me to know that you want me to get better at acting too? No, thank you. I'm good.
Well,
You guys.
You saw Nick Snap today, where he's having a bus now. So
Yes, a party bus. He's hilarious.
And a DJ and a bus driver and a DoorDash man and a motorcycle. Leave something for the rest of us.
Right? Now, did you guys see? Did you guys see the shark commercial?
I'm going from one event to the next, and I need to pick up the shark. Thankfully, I have the shark plans. They're easy styling, which is professionally done.
The shark everything. I thought that she did actually a really good job on it.
Oh yeah, she did.
Really well.
I liked her in the shark. In this shark one. By the way, you guys, if you go to her, if you guys want to support her on the shark curler brush thing, there's a link in her bio Instagram to get the thing through her link, from what I understand. But you know, Shark also entertained Maya and Shelly. Both also have shark things on their social medias, but it's not a full-on commercial. It's just them showing how they use shark. Whereas I feel like this is a full-on girlfriend produced commercial.
No, I would love to support her in her shark endeavors. However,
I have locks. I can't
3 out
support
of 4
her.
people in my house have locks. So it's
Yeah.
not really gonna do that.
I have locks too. But if we go to her Instagram and you do want to buy one of these, I'm trying to make it open. There's a thing in her Instagram.
I'm a hairstylist, so I'll support.
Yeah, the shark one is cute too.
But here's the thing. You know, when I was thinking about it, I was like, listen, Landria, I love you, sis. But is this gonna work on natural hair, sis?
Yeah, is it?
Seriously.
I
Well,
was just like, listen, I'm for you. Like, but you know, if you're gonna promote this stuff, I mean, you know, you kind of.
Well, it works on Shelly's hair. It works on Shelly's natural hair.
Hers on her natural.
Yeah.
Shelly used it on her natural thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly used it on her natural hair. Here, let me see if I can pull that up.
Okay. Well, I did before my son locked his hair. He does have a similar brush. It's not a shark. I think it's a redfin, but he has a similar brush, and they do work on natural hair.
Okay, well, I might just think about things.
Yeah, let's see. She does have one where she has her natural hair out.
Slow down on the acting. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna get an Oscar soon. An Oscar, an Emmy.
The non-existent Scarlett O'Hara waist is enough for me. Like
Oh my gosh. Did she say it was like 23 inches?
Acting. However, what? Everybody that's living, I have a minor critique. But the only reason why I have this critique is because I actually have expertise in this area. Alandria has a tendency to drop her words at a lower octave at the end. So I'm constantly trying to be like, what did she say? So if she works on her diction and her tone a little bit, that's all because
you think maybe she should get like a speech coach? No, I totally see what you're saying. Yeah. You think she maybe would benefit from like a speech coach?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that's because of her region where she was born?
No, there's a bit of a vocal fry as well to her voice down there. The vocal fry is when you go down in your lower register and it sounds very, that sound. And that can be, it's dropping your lower register and with the vocal fry can oftentimes hinder people to understanding what you're saying towards the end of your sentences.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she just needs that then, because I feel like she does good. But this is to show you guys that the shark stuff works on black hair, because Shelly has very long natural hair. I think it might even be longer than Kenya Moore. And you know how proud Kenya Moore is of her hair. But this is her natural hair.
She sure do.
Right? This is Shelly's natural hair, and she's going to be working the Shark Project with it, and it's available on her page. Now, this was released by Shelly 4 weeks ago, and it's just on her Instagram. It's not a huge produced thing or anything. And I noticed also on Amaya's page about 4 weeks ago, she also had a collaboration with Shark that's very just them doing the Shark product. So I don't know if it's the same type of collaboration or a different type of collaboration. It looks different to me. Like Olandria's looks very polished, but this is just to show you it works.
It's the same product.
Yes, the same.
The same exact one?
No. They're both just the same.
It's the exact same one, because Alandra's
is a curling iron, right?
She can use it as a flat iron or like the blow dry curling iron to add curls to your hair.
Yeah, but I think this one has tips
like a
too.
Curling, like a brush.
And then the one that Amaya
just has a flat iron and a brush.
Yeah. And
someone said same brand, different product.
Right. Okay. And same with the one that Amaya Papaya did was same brand, different product also.
See, what I like about her hair is it is super healthy. For like all the things that she does to it, her hair is not just long, it's thick and it's healthy.
It's really healthy. I would like to know what product she uses.
Yeah, she needs to get on that.
I know she went to the Sacred event, and I know people are like, but she doesn't have a partnership with Sacred, but I would like to know if she uses Sacred, if that's what's making her hair go.
I bet.
And I'm sure she keeps it braided down like a protective style for her wigs and stuff, so that helps a lot too, keeping it braided down and then protected. And then, like with the wig caps and stuff on top.
Yeah.
Taking good care of her scalp.
Yeah. And
I really love her hair.
So her scalp is being detoxed.
Yeah. She has great hair. That's one thing about Shelly. If Shelly could tell us what she uses for her hair, she could be a millionaire just off of what she does for her hair. If she could bottle it, people would flock to it. Okay.
Yeah, that would actually be the only time I would probably watch their videos.
Yeah, for sure. But you guys, this has been great. It's been 2.5 hours almost of us. We were able to watch the Go Off Sis podcast. It's under Unbothered Presents over on Spotify. There was no picture with it. This was just audio, so you guys didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
We had a very robust discourse on struggle love, Black love, what it feels to what it means to be safe in a relationship. We had all of those things. So I really appreciate your input, Gigi, Sam, Nikki, Simi was here. I appreciate all of you guys over in the YouTube street. I appreciate all you guys too. Thanks, Bianca, for coming through, being a super mod in both places. And hey, I will definitely be seeing my Van Carthens in the YouTube streets later. You know I will. I do have to upload some stuff. And over in the YouTube streets also, I see that you guys are asking about Married to Medicine. Yes, I did see the trailers out. Dr. Heavenly just did an interview. She's running for Congress for Georgia to help make a difference. I think that's great. And so we're going to have a lot of other things to talk about. In the meantime, remember there's enough to go around. So I'm going to need you guys to go get some and make it a great day. Okay? I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.